Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Community Async. This is Community Async number 21. Open Boots, Fast Scanning. I got Gilgamesh on comms with me. Hey, bud.
Hello.
We got Shinmaru and Ardubs on the restream. This is not going to sync up perfectly because I am not a professional. Or, okay, that was actually pretty
Almost.
close. That was pretty
Pretty good.
close. Not too bad. I'm also going to be running tracker for shit, so.
Alright, Sank start. With boots, this makes sense.
Synchronized Sank start. Look how fast that Umbreon goes.
Does Umbreon need 4 boots?
No. Yes. No. Maybe. Boots in the front, Healy's in the back. That's how that works, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
The back legs are just kind of sliding along like some sort of mechanized creature. Or wait, what's those dorky Pokemon in the new game that like one's like a motorcycle?
Oh, the face ones. Yeah, it's like a motorcycle and another motorcycle or something.
My favorite part about that is that one of them like has these big dumb wheels on the side or whatever.
Yeah, that's the one from Violet.
But they're
the
not
one I
actually
played.
wheels. They don't like it's not like they still just run on all fours and the wheels just also exist at the same time.
It's fantastic.
It makes no sense to me. It's very silly. We got a Burna at Lumberjack, so we don't really care about that.
Yeah, Shin did not check that, so...
Not important. Oh, Master Sword. Wait, why did it put it back down? Don't you... Normally if you get hit, you toss it. That was weird.
I thought so.
Huh.
New
Maybe
glitch
that is
down.
the real Master Sword. It's possible. Good work on Shin using that sweet knowledge about the free bombs there in the Bonkron. Yeah, let's see what we find here in Blindsight. So this will be
So
an
good.
interesting, so to speak, seed because it's your basic open mode 7-7 blah blah blah. We still have to beat 7 dungeons. The only difference is we start with boots, and it's fast Ganon, which means that the hole on the pyramid to get to Ganon is already open. So once we get our 7 crystals, we just can go straight to Ganon and kick his butt. If we have the means to kick his butt, in fact.
They should make a fast Ganon where it's just Ganon's sprite moves twice as fast.
Oh no, that sounds plausible.
Kara, take note if you're in the chat.
I thought you were gonna say something like, "What if you just get to Ganon and you just sneeze on him and he dies?"
No, I just want Ganon to go fast too. We get to go fast the entire game. Why can't Ganon go fast?
That's true. It's not fair otherwise. I mean, maybe I'm thinking of like Z1 Ganon, where he's just kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Dude, the Kakariko stinks. We haven't found anything in here.
Yeah, should have skipped it.
Where's Locke? He loves doing that. Real quick, just want to thank Shinmaru and Adams. Thanks for the resubs. Do appreciate it very much. Thanks for supporting me being able to do this. Also, 50% of your sub is going to go straight into Gilgamesh's pockets.
Oh, baby.
Not this Gilgamesh. The 500th Gilgamesh, sorry.
Ah, son of a...
Meant to clarify.
Yeah, wow, Kak is just completely empty.
I don't think I've seen such an empty Kakariko before.
There's not a single item lit up on a tracker here because it was actual nothing.
Anything? $5?
Nope. Alright,
I mean,
game, come on.
This kind of reminds me of main tourney, that open heart surgery, where you go to
Ugh.
Kakariko and just get nothing but heart pieces.
Don't remind me.
Yeah. Back and dropping 200 bits directly for Gilgamesh with no numbers.
baby.
So that's still not you. Okay, for today, that's you. That's your bits. Oh, look, another heart.
Wow. Actual nothing.
Wow.
Ardub's doing a little farming of bombs here, which I don't hate this because, I mean, Mini Boulderm Cave is up next, basically, and you don't have a weapon, so...
Yeah, I agree with this play here.
Unless Shin's planning on just buying bombs.
Man, what is our first item going to be? What are we gonna get? I know it's not gonna be burn.
A glove?
Glove. A boomerang? That's not a weapon to most enemies. No, we did see our Light World crystals for both players. We got 2 crystals in the Light World and a pendant at Tower of Hera. Alright, Gilgamesh, you didn't play this seed, so you have no idea what's happening. What would you have done differently at this point already?
Probably nothing, honestly.
I would have Uncle Routed.
Really? With boots? With starting boots, you'd have Uncle Routed?
Hey, flippers!
That's something. I mean, that's...
yeah, I mean, maybe our next...
I'll tell you what I wouldn't have done is this.
Oh, the Agata check?
Yeah.
I mean, no bombs, so probably, you know, better to go do this now and then pick up bombs later.
I just hate this guy.
Yeah. He's not great, but, you know, sometimes he has the goods.
Sometimes.
Rarely, but sometimes. Ooh, Uncle got the mirror.
It doesn't do anything, but it's nice.
And hey, wow! All right, we got.
That doesn't do anything
now.
for us either. Who cares?
Yeah, that's a useless item.
I would have gotten it eventually, just not right away.
Dang, Gilgamesh's entire existence in shambles right now.
Listen, I have gotten burned by Agina before, and I will continue to get burned by Agina because I just refuse. Unless I have like super early desert access, I'm never doing that check early.
Just never do it, and you know if it has stuff, just get burned by it every time. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
That big of a deal.
Doesn't happen that often that it has something.
It's true. It does. The worst is when you have these situations like, do I go check Agata's cave, or do I just go ahead and do Aga Tower?
I do
because I had access and stuff.
In the Cash Boots tournament last year, I had a seed like that where I had one glove, Moon Pearl, and Aga access, and I had 2 checks left in the overworld. One was Zora and one was Agina, and I was like, I'm just gonna go do Aga. Hammer was on Zora, my mitts were in Agina.
That's when you just retire.
Yep.
That's when you take a week off. That's rough. It's pretty rough.
Yeah. But what can you do, though? I mean, it happens.
I mean, I got knocked out of one of the main tournaments in the bracket stage because of a Gina sword. While I got mine off of Catfish, I think. Something stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, I try not to let myself get too bummed out about those kind of things. I mean, that's just rando being rando. It's going to happen.
It certainly is. It's not really too much you can do about it.
So, Ardub's doing the bomb escape here, which is neat. Shin's going to have a little bit of easier time with that sword, but...
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of not... Like, the last thing you want to do is, like, isolate front of Hyrule, I guess. For a bit. But, you know, it can kind of depend. If you have a seed that's looking like a potential Aga seed, then I'll tend to put off front of escape, hoping that, you know, if I plan on doing it into the Aga climb. And yeah, it's not as bad when you have the mirror, so you can just book it out of there, but...
Yeah, and the downside here is that without a sword, Ardub's not really going to take the chance of going to the back of escape here, whereas Shin, with the sword, I fully expect to at least do Dark Cross, and if we find a key along the way, I'd probably just go all the way through, honestly.
I was wondering why Ardub's was mirroring out there, but I think we had the bombs on Tier 1, was probably going for that, but maybe ended up pulling the Tier 2 instead.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to go to Mini Molten Cave.
I
That
mean,
cave
I don't really
stinks.
like doing Mini Moldor Cave with bombs either, so I don't really blame.
That's true.
Sometimes those
not enjoyable.
Moldors just don't cooperate, and they're like, "Hey, I'm gonna stay right here. Throw a bomb at me." And the second you throw the bomb, they just shoot to the other side of the cave.
Mm-hmm. Or sometimes you throw the bomb, it blows up on top of them and does no damage.
Yeah, weird, right?
And with 4 bombs, you're probably not heading over to Mini Molten Cave either.
No.
Because you have to
I was
blow it
gonna do that.
open, then you have 3,
Yeah.
and you literally have to be perfect. With one
I
of them
would've-
being a double kill.
Stopped at the. What I might have done here is stopped at the shop at Hylio, grabbed a 50, swam under the bridge to check that, and then maybe do Mini Moldorm Cave. Saving couldn't do Mini Moldorm Cave after there, but
Instead of Agnes Cave.
yeah, oh yeah, for sure, yeah.
That's fair. I feel like Agnes Cave with starting boots isn't too bad, and
It's not awful, but I really it's just one check all the way out here, and I really kind of like hope to route it with desert or something else to
no,
why
I
make me
think it's
want to come
reasonable.
over here.
It's like, people that skip Ice Rock Cave. It's just
Well, those people are crazy.
put it off till later and hope you can route it in when you can do like I don't know, water walk shenanigans maybe.
Yeah.
Have Zora money. I don't know, I'm just generally not a big skipper of checks.
Yeah, me neither. I wouldn't say I skip checks, but I would say I put checks off
Yeah.
with plans to do them later, but I will definitely, ignore things hoping to make the checks more efficient later.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not doing stuff like skipping, Eastern Big Key chests or anything nonsense like that. But
I still don't understand how that picked up as like a popular thing to do. Blows my mind. Magic powder, boomerang, a glove.
there's the glove. Okay, well, now
And
things
sword.
are a little spicier with the glove. We can go out of Logic Pendant Hera. Let's go.
All right, I'm down. We could also, I guess you would
Back
probably just
escape.
go ahead and do all the Lake Hylia Zora stuff while you're here.
Yeah, with that money, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
No reason not to clean all that up while you're in the area, and then you have probably
mean-
check back of escape. And
Yeah. On one hand, though, I'd be thinking like, oh man, I have the mirror. If I can get my butt into the Dark World, I could potentially route in Catfish into Zora.
that's true. Yeah.
Because that's always it's a pretty feel good routing option.
hmm And Catfish does tend to get orphaned. Usually, I'll try to if I can't do that, I'll at least try to get Catfish in with the North Dark World checks. Do like Graveyard Ledge, King's Tomb, over to Catfish kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and that's really not a bad idea, especially if you have boots. Obviously, mirror. Go start at the Village of Outcast portal and work your way over. You don't even have to kern jump because you got the flippers.
Right?
Just works out. Hey, Dark Healing, thanks so much for the 12 months. Wow, we had 2 12-monther resubs. Thank you.
So if you have flippers coming out of Ice Rod Cave there, and you're planning on water walking, you can actually just dash straight out of Ice Rod Cave, and you'll hit the diagonal wall, so it won't arm your water walk on the first drop down, and then when you drop down the waterfall, you'll arm the water walk, so it saves you a little time, so it doesn't go around.
Yeah, that's a good one to utilize. Did we get a moon pearl off of the hobo? Is that what I saw?
I will tell you in 2 seconds.
It looks like we did, based on Ardub's tracker and based on the moon pearl
Yes,
and
we did.
Shin's hand.
You were getting a free bomb, Shin? No, you just did it wrong. It's fine. It's okay.
It's okay to be wrong sometimes,
All right, so we have a glove and a moon pearl.
Yeah, working our way up. Just need to find another glove or a hammer. And I don't know about you, but at this point, I'm like, just give me the hammer. Give it to me.
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't want the mitts. Not yet. But I don't know. Late hammer seeds are just my.
Nobody
Oh,
likes
hey.
late hammer. Oh,
There it is.
Well, there
Okay.
you go. Ask
I-
and you shall receive.
They drive me nuts. I can't stand them. Because there's just so many good things.
You mean you don't
that are
like,
locked by the
you know,
hammer.
going into Hammerless Ice Palace to find your hammer,
No.
or Hammerless Pod, or...
No. Because every time it comes down to that, I pick one and it's in the other spot.
Yup.
Every time.
Getting a cape off of Zora too, which could be useful.
Burna irrelevant now. Well, that
We're
Burna was
starting Dark
already
World now.
irrelevant.
Starting Hype Cave.
Start sync. Alright. So, what are we leaving behind at this point? We haven't done... Not doing Back of Escape. On our
Yes, Back of Escape is missing, and then I think Front of Eastern.
Mm-hmm. At least for stuff in Logic. We'll see
Right.
if we get Back of Escape from Shin. I know once you get Dark World Access, it's really easy to forget stuff like Back of Escape. Yeah, we'll hopefully get our Dark World information here. Heart container. 10 arrows.
Junk. Alright. Oh, good. Perfect. Let's start at Village of Outcasts and have both dungeons be penance.
You hate to see it.
The classic.
The classic. We had Red Ice and Swamp.
Wants to go check the second chest in Swamp Palace. Oh wait, we have Hammer. We can do all of the... That's right. It's not marked on Shin's tracker, so I forgot we had Hammer.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, we could do all of the Hookless Front of Swamp right now.
Yeah, what? We're not doing... Nobody's doing that. Hey, there's a sword here in Skull. It's nice.
It would have been the right call, and so I did a mentor tourney match yesterday, and I advised my mentee to not do Hookless Front of Swamp right in the Dark World because we had all the information. Turns out Flute was just chilling there, which led to all the other stuff you needed. So.
I know... Gosh, I don't even remember what tournament it was, but I had that same situation, get to the Dark World and have Hookless Swamp access, and I don't remember if I went straight forward or not, but whatever I did, it was wrong, and I lost, so... Yeah, it's such a tough call, because if you're wrong, you lose so much time.
Right, yeah.
Like, it's kind of a... It's like... I don't know, it's almost like you just lose at that point. Like, you've already lost, and then you have to make up for that by doing a bunch of other stupid stuff.
Right. Yeah, it's a tough call to make, and that's why I kind of don't like having Swamp Palace access.
Yeah. It just reminds me of one of the tourney qualifiers that had a Hook and Swamp, and anyone that just, like, dipped it early. Just, like, got ridiculously good times.
How I lost my... Last year, I lost my... bumped out of main tournament in a seed like that, where my opponent dipped Swamp early, and I did not, and it was just a Hook shot chilling in there. I was like, oh, well.
Well,
what are you gonna do?
Yeah. Well, Shin gonna get that sword, and looks like both runners are gonna be kind of mimicking each other. We'll see if Ardubs decides to double back over to Village of Outcasts, or continues on this route over to Catfish.
I kind of like doing these Dark World checks immediately. Just get them out of the way. Otherwise, these kind of get isolated a little bit, because you're going to go south, you're going to do all the south stuff. There's a chance you find mitts along the way, and then you can just do King's Tomb, you know, right in the Light World, and then Graveyard Ledge is just gone forever.
Oh yeah, for sure. I will say, I mean, with these starting boots, these decisions are so much easier to make, I think.
Yes.
Because it's like, it's not that far out of the way to go check these. And also the cape that we got off of Zora definitely sends you over to the east side.
Yeah, I want to check that bumper ledge for sure.
Mm-hmm. But now the question is, do you keep going or do you go back? I mean, how many people really want to do Green Pendant Village of Green Pendant Thieves Town right at the gate as their first dungeon?
I mean, it is a green pendant, so there is incentive to do. I mean, I definitely do the front four, but I don't know. There's definitely incentive to doing the whole thing.
Yeah. I guess in the sense that, well, we have, aside from Sequence breaking up the mountain and beating. But hair is also a pendant, so.
Right, yeah.
These options are all not great. So, of all the pendant dungeons to dip, Thieves Town's probably. Well, we just did Skull. And Thieves Town seems like a pretty okay play, and then, you know, if you end up wanting to route in Green Pendant Tournament into like a pod.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, the green pendant's the only reason I would even consider doing the back. If it wasn't green, there's no chance I'm doing anything other than the front four.
Just continue on your quest to route out the overworld and then go back and commit to a dungeon.
Yeah. Honestly, I'd probably take this loop all the way around and then dip in a pod, honestly.
I would probably do the front four, depending on how many items I get in the front, either keep going or bail. Like, I think if I got, like, 2 items, I would probably bail. And then do all the way down to Hype Cave, and then go up the mountain. Because we do have access to East Death Mountain with that mirror.
That's true, we do.
And that's a lot of good overworld checks.
Yeah, I tend to try to put off the mountain to clear as much as I can in one shot, so I would be hoping to find mitts before I went up there, if possible.
But then the mitts are just up there. Then what?
And, well, then I still find them before I go up there, and I can still do it in one shot.
Okay. Well, it looks like we only got one item in the front.
Yeah.
So, I feel like clearing this is a pretty safe play. I feel like most people would probably do the same. Except for that one guy.
Yeah, that guy. I Gilgamesh 499.
One day I'm going to open up the Brew Crew Async page, and there's just going to be like a bunch of times
500 different
bunch
times.
of different Gilgameshes. I'm Gilgamesh. No, I'm Gilgamesh. That also reminds me that I still have not played that Final Fantasy game that character is from. Is that 4?
5. 5's great.
5? Okay.
Well, I mean, he's in a bunch of Final Fantasy games now, but originally he's from 5, yeah.
Is that where you fight him on a bridge?
You do. A big bridge, in fact.
Big Bridge. It's a good song. I'm a big fan of that bridge and that song.
It's
though I know
pretty
nothing
good.
about the context of it. The bridge is very large. This is good information. I will keep note of that. I've been thinking about doing another retro FF game at some point in the near future. Kind of toss between 4 or 5, pretty much, I think.
I mean, those would be the 2 to choose from, because you've already done 6 and Mystic Quest. So. I mean, I would throw my hat in for 5. I know a lot of people like 4 too, and there's nothing wrong with 4, but I mean, 5 is my favorite, so that's where my heart lies.
Aw.
Yeah. Love me that job system.
I believe I have been gifted, thanks Lana, the FF4 Pixel Remaster, if I want to play that one. The PS1 version of 5 for Dumbathon?
No, don't do it. Don't do it. It's a trick.
That sounds bad.
Those PS1 ports are pretty rotten.
Are they?
Well, I don't know how bad it would be on emulator, but the load times on an actual PS1 were atrocious. It would take like 5 seconds for the menu to open.
Nice mushroom. Mushroom off of powder check. Lovely. Yeah, that sounds bad. I haven't figured out what I'm going to be doing for that. I do have like a PlayStation Mini that I'd like to mod to do for Dumbathon, because that'd be sick. But I'm not 100% certain on the capabilities of all that.
Looks like Shin is avoiding the back of Thieves Town. Our Dubs has not found anything there yet.
No, I don't.
I was not.
I'm pretty sure we've seen all the items, but I might be wrong.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
See, this is why in my tournament, we're gonna do kind of like the Zooter thing, where it's like 7 dungeons.
Oh, it could be any dungeons.
Yeah. So you don't
I mean, that's
feel
kinda
bad
why-
for doing a pendant dungeon.
That's why I like ad keys, honestly, because like you just have to do every dungeon anyway.
Beat.
So even if there's nothing in there,
Yeah,
you have to
but
do it, so it doesn't feel quite as bad.
ad keys is fun until GT comes into play, and then it's just a really boring coin flip every time. It's like, oh man, do I skip like 4 checks and rush GT for big key, and then full clear the entire basement, and then it's back in that other check I skipped?
Yes.
How exciting! I think I lost one of my Swiss stage rounds because I got into GT and I just needed Ice Rod for Pendant TR. And I did Stalfos Room and then just said, I'm just gonna climb now. And then go back for it, and then refused to go back for it, and it was in Compass Room.
Ugh.
It's just like, not a fan sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, you get frustrated, but I mean, you can get frustrating situations like that in any random
that's
speed you
true.
play.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we need Hype Cave to have something here. Oh, we're gonna do a quick mushroom check first before Hype Cave.
Oh.
Sure.
I feel like you might as well have just like done Hype Cave up to Pyramid, Catfish, Mushroom, maybe, instead of... Because now you're really isolating Catfish. Which is not necessarily a bad thing, unless it has something.
Yeah, it is a little awkward. I mean, this to me reads as though Shin wants to go into pod after Hype Cave.
Yeah, I could see that. Because, I mean, to a degree, you still want to kind of stay in Logic. Because, I mean, we're going to need a fire source anyway. And right now, it's really just Hookless Swamp or Bolus Pod. But then
Or
again,
maybe Shin wants to go into Hookless Swamp. I don't know. I don't know what Shin's
I don't know,
thinking.
Pod without a fire source is pretty limited too.
Logically, yeah, it is.
Especially because the front is, tends to be key heavy anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's only gonna have at most 2 items.
I didn't know about your allergies, Shin. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. I am so sorry. I didn't know you were allergic to Pendant Thieves, especially Green Pendant Thieves. I'll make sure the next seed does not have that. No promises. Okay,
Oh,
well,
well, there we go.
Yeah. Well, now you just go up the mountain instead, because now it's all in Logic, right?
Looks like that's the case, yes. I think I would have continued that route to Pyramid Ledge and Catfish there before saving and quitting.
Nah, that's stupid. Just go up the mountain.
Okay.
I agree to an extent, especially with our red crystals are not really obtainable yet.
Mhm.
I mean, Swamp's 1 item away, but Ice is going to require a couple items. I know I always like to try and route Pyramid Ledge with Big Bomb, if at all possible. But I feel like if the mushroom turn-in out of sequence kind of just said to me, okay, we're not seeing Catfish ever. At least not for a while.
I actually often do Hype Cave straight up to Catfish as my starting Dark World route, just because I know that a lot of people don't do that. Especially if I have boots. If I don't have boots, I'm not going to do it, but if I have boots, like, let me just get those out of the way, because a lot of people just skip those because they are hard to get to.
I definitely like that early Hype Cave check into up to Catfish. I've done that as my Dark World start. Because, I mean, if you get the mitts, then all of a sudden getting to Village of Outcasts is really quick.
Right.
Because going through that normal portal in Kakariko kind of stank.
And Catfish was scoring in game. I mean, yes. That's right.
Fish are friends.
You want to know the other sick thing? The sick thing here is that I also wouldn't have done Front of Skullwoods in this sea either, so I'd have 0 swords right now.
Dang, I wish we had gotten that experience. That would have been funny. Go into the Discord, read your comment. No swords for first 45 minutes. Game sucks.
Stop rolling swordless seeds, Willard.
Listen, hey, we got a Bombos. Okay. It's one step closer to that Ice Palace. Heart Container on Pyramid Ledge. I love seeing this confidence from our players. Like, oh, I don't need a heart container. That's stupid.
You got red mail. Don't need a heart container.
Nope. Ardub's going with the switcheroo.
A little bait and switch there, yeah. Well,
Catfish.
can't go in here now.
It's closed for business.
Yeah. Yeah, catfish is never getting checked. I like how Shin does every pendant dungeon except for Thieves Town.
I mean, that's fair. Back of Thieves Town stanky.
It does. Yeah, it's not great.
Oh yeah, Ardubs hasn't been to Saha, so gonna get that red mail here.
Sense. Yeah.
We're just never gonna see catfish this season.
Right, plus our dubs did Thieves Town, so can wanted to turn the green pendant. Okay, yeah, I get this.
Yeah, unfortunately, back of Thieves and green pendant were all kind of bad. Even the bottle was nothing.
Oh man, Shin and Dead Rocks name a more iconic duo.
We don't deserve Dead Rocks at all.
Alright, well, let's see what we have in pod. Is it just gonna be funny and have a bow here for us?
You know, I could see that. Pod does like to hit you with the haha funny
Uh-huh.
whenever it can.
And most of the back is in logic now, well, depending on the key layout here, but we have with that lamp now, so.
Yeah, how many keys in the front do you need for the back to not be bow locked?
I
At least
think you'd
4?
need 4.
Okay.
Maybe it's 3.
It's hard to keep track with all the
I
different...
think it's 3, actually, because you can't actually get to the boss door without a bow.
So that key is not in play. That key door is not considered.
Don't quote me. Nobody quote me on that, because I don't know key logic. I'm just guessing.
Well, we got our ice rod. But otherwise, this mountain is kind of crummy.
See? That's why you wait till you get bits from pod.
You don't know that. You know that. I don't know, this seed just... Well, I mean, we did have a couple okay things in the overworld. Yeah, I guess Mini Molten Cave was good, Bombos, Hammer.
Yeah. It's just getting to that point now where it's like, alright, well, you have to make a bad decision. It's just which one you want to do. Because the options that are left on the table right now are not great. It's catfish, hookless front of swamp, you know, pod without a bow, pendant Hera.
Yeah, these are all bad. What the heck?
Yep. Spike Cave. Spike Cave's in logic.
This is true. Because we have Cape and Bottle.
And we could theoretically have Burna too if we really wanted it.
Ugh. Yeah, that's true. Just think, we're just, what, fire out away from pulling Ped?
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, baby. There's no way this is a Ped seed, I refuse to believe.
No, I don't think so.
Well, there's the big key, so at least, I mean, well, big key was going to be, well, no, big key could have been bow locked, but... Ardub's going to get anything out of this pod play, and if you don't, do you go ahead and do the Eastern play at this point? It's kind of hard not to.
Yeah, I think you're here, you just mirror and do it.
Almost a bow.
Wow. Let down.
Is the seed really going to be a hookless swamp play? I hope not. For my sake. I just want, for one gosh dang week, to have a good seed.
I mean, it's gotta happen eventually, right?
Right. You know, it's only been, this is what, the 21st week?
Yeah.
Hey, there's the mitts.
Great.
See, that's why you go up the mountain, right, Gilgamesh?
Well, I mean, eventually I would have gotten there. It just would have taken a little bit longer.
Wow, that was a very intense fanfare. It sounded very Golden Sunlight.
That
I
makes
liked
sense. Same composer.
Oh, is it? That
Yep.
would make a lot of sense. I'm sorry, it sounded very Mario Golf-like. Yeah, there we go.
Same composer. Turns out that fella does a lot of music for video games.
Yeah, I love video games. This is good for me. Yeah, well, we can potentially open up TR, or at least hope it's not Ether. And
Yeah,
then
I mean...
first chest, hookshot cave, and...
Well, I think this is where Shin shows off his newly minted hovering abilities after getting absolutely destroyed in week 1. Sorry.
Wow, rude.
Wow.
You know, sometimes I regret picking you for that restream, you know? But I felt like I had to. This is what not to do, everyone.
Right, exactly.
Don't be like Gilgamesh 501.
Don't do it.
I just need Fire Rod and Samari up here, right? Okay, there's
Well,
one.
there you go. I mean, we're going back into TR now, right?
Oh, absolutely. That Fire Rod's going to be in the first chest, and you get a full clear TR while you're up there. That's great. Well, now you also have a really easy Ice Palace you can do at some point.
Oh, yeah. That's definitely... After I'm done on the mountain here, that's immediately where I'm going.
Yeah, Eastern... nothing. Gosh.
Pod Eastern area garbage today.
I think the only thing we got out of there was a bug net and a tunic off of Saha's closet.
I mean, to R-Dub's credit, Shin's gonna have to search for that pod big key in the back anyway, so Shin's still gonna clear most of pod regardless.
Yeah,
so not losing a ton of time there. Okay, game.
Alright, go back to Hookshot Cave for your Fire Rod, right?
To get our Fire Rod, yeah.
Well, this seat's going pretty well.
See? Rando's easy.
Yeah. Just go to the place with the things. I should try doing that. Who needs to hover, right? Hover is in shambles.
Front of Swamp Dipper is also in shambles.
Okay, wow.
So, yeah,
regardless,
got a pretty easy path here now, right? You just go ahead and do Ice Palace, do Swamp, take that up to Pyramid Fairy, and then finish the game.
Spike Cave too. At this point, we're just looking for a Fire Rod, a bow. We still need Flute to get to the Mire area, and we might even still need another medallion. So we still got a ways to go.
Could potentially need Book depending on what our desert access is too. Like if the Flute is sitting in desert or something like that.
Yeah, that's true. R-Dub's making the play up to the mountain. Ice Rod was in Paradox Cave, okay.
Yes.
So not gonna be missing out on that one. Rams. Yeah, now you do some dungeon rushing.
I mean, that worked out well for Shin, right? Like, he basically only needs to do 2 mountain climbs the entire season now, right? Because you're not going to touch the mountain until you get that Fire Rod at this point.
Yeah, just gotta hope that...
the bow's not in Laser Bridge, yeah.
Basically, just make sure that Fire Rod's your go mode, right?
Yeah, easy.
Easy.
What are we doing? Oh, we need to do a little magic refill, otherwise we can't go into Ice Palace. Makes sense.
There is still a chance for the seed to turn on its head, but for the most part, at least for Shin, this one's been going pretty swimmingly.
Yeah. I mean, that bow could be somewhere stupid. Ether could be somewhere stupid if that's the Mire access.
Yeah.
Flute could be... I mean, there are a lot of dumb places for items at this point, and we have a lot of checks on the table now, too, between multiple dungeons we can beat. I mean, Shin obviously still has Pod and Eastern that he hasn't touched. Smith Chain is open now. It's yep, open season out there.
Especially with Pendant, Skull, and Thieves, like you're not going to Smith Chain ever. At least not for a very long time. But you know, them hammer pigs, they tend to like to have goodies.
Well, we already have our hook shot, so nothing can be there.
It's true. I didn't think about that. I'm sorry. You're right. That would never happen several times in a row.
No, within the same weekend. No, definitely not.
No. There's no such thing as PRNG. That's just a lie. That's a lie that Big Rando
That's right.
created
They made it up.
just to keep us in check.
All right. If you're, what do you want to find first here? Bow? You want to find a bow immediately, so you don't have to worry about
magic.
that. Okay, sure.
What would I want to? Bow would be nice. It'd be nice just to go comfortably knock out potties. Because how often do you actually get to go mode those dungeons?
Right.
Rarely.
Let me tell you about my ad keys race from a couple days ago.
Let me guess. You got to go mode Pod Eastern?
Well, not pod, but I did get to go mode East. I ignored Eastern for an hour and 45 minutes and got to go mode it. It was great.
When that happens, it's just you love it. You love to see it. I guess yeah, getting bow as well would make for a slightly easier Vidi fight when we eventually get to that area.
Yeah, this is true. This is not an ideal loadout for Vitreous.
I mean, it's not too bad with Cape and Master
Yeah, you can
Sword.
get through phase 1 without too much trouble, but you know, if your timing's a little off on phase 2, it can be a little rough with the sword or hammer.
Yeah, and you could easily do the thing where you like drop the cape and just stand there and mash a bunch. And then the while you're mashing with cape, the magic doesn't go down as fast as it normally does. So, but I think you'd be fine just going for charges on the eyeballs. Yeah, if you're gonna full clear Ice Palace, there's really no reason to hit the switch.
Yeah, it's a little annoying if the big key ends up being in an iced tea. But
Yeah,
otherwise,
that's like the worst possible scenario.
Yeah.
Which thankfully wasn't the case because it was vanilla. Getting a Fire Rod next would be not ideal. I don't think.
No, I think, like you said, that's what you want to be your go mode at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that's probably what we'll find next.
Because you don't want to have to like go back up to TR to find your progression.
Right.
But at the same time, you know that your opponent's going to do the exact same thing. Probably. Like they're going to be forced in the same situation of having to go back up.
No, it doesn't look like we're going to find anything in here.
Yeah. Our next progression might not be until Pyramid Berry.
What if the fire rod's in the front of Swamp?
That'd be fun. Because, I mean, Fire Rod would also be kind of helpful. Oh no, R-Dubs takes a dip. Classic Moldon.
That guy.
Fire Rod would be helpful in this boss fight, since you were just on Master Sword. So we're gonna have to go for spins and hammers.
Yeah, it's a good chance to get a little hammer cold stare practice in.
Nice. Boulder goes down, second attack. Nice hammers. Uh-oh.
Did you cancel? I like where this is going.
Did you cancel it with your sword beam?
No, with the sword beam.
That's amazing. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Wow. Pro strats here. this is a cold stare fight.
Yeah, good thing picking up that blue potion. Good call there. Sorry, I was momentarily dealing with my own boss fight. There's some lawn moles outside my window making a ruckus.
Yeah, I mean, I would have been a little flustered with the Bombos thing too, honestly. So that probably would have thrown my game off here at the start. Yeah, just play it safe here.
Yeah, I like the utilization of that cape there.
If you got the safeties, then use them.
Yes, exactly. It's better to be slow than to die and have to come all the way back to cold stare.
Take the extra 2 seconds to have your magical bar refill at the end of the fight rather than an entire re-clear of Ice Palace.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so Ice Palace done. I would assume we're going to get some Swamp going here next.
Mm-hmm. R-Dub's enjoying the funny. Open TR, go to the Super Bunny, go back to TR, go back to Hookshot.
I mean, at least it's all up here, you know?
Yeah.
It didn't make you go...
It could be worse.
Yeah.
Alright, I just had a whole lot of nothing. Let's see if Swamp has anything to say.
I feel like it's probably gotta, because we already know Pod and Eastern don't have anything. Or the back of Thieves Town. So it's either gotta be here, or Smith Chain, or our buddy Catfish.
Now imagine you do find Fire Rod in the front, and you dip this before going up the mountain, and then all of a sudden you full clear TR, and you find both bow and flute in the back.
That's the way to do it. That's the big brain.
That would be funny. That'd be comical. I mean, like, I don't know how many people also... I'm curious to see how other people might have routed this seed. If only we had enough time to watch everyone that played this seed.
Well, next week you can just get a 10-screen restream going, right? You just have 10 people going.
Yeah, I'm sure my computer can handle.
Yeah.
Can handle all that, no problem. I always thought about the idea of adding a third player to the restream, but I feel like it gets too busy.
I've done a 3v3 multi-world restream before.
That sounds awful.
It wasn't that bad. It's hard to cram anything other than the gameplay screens on the screen, so like I couldn't have trackers or anything, but it works.
Okay.
More than that, that would probably be tough.
That almost feels like something you would like co-stream with someone else. Like you have one set of 3 and then the other stream has the other set of 3.
I don't know, actually, that's not a bad idea. And then you restream the restream?
Yeah. Alright, who's joining me and Gilgamesh's 3v3 tourney that we're starting tomorrow?
Can't wait.
Yeah. The problem is it's a Lemmings 2 tournament.
Oh no! I'm gonna get DMCA'd.
Oh no. I'm gonna lose subscribers. Yeah, Ardup's going for Swamp over Ice first. I feel like ultimately it doesn't matter which one you do, because, you know...
I think it does, because Ice and Swamp are both your red crystals, so it makes the Pyramid Fairy check afterwards a little cleaner if you do Swamp second.
A little cleaner, but probably not that big of a difference, right? I mean, you would add like a couple extra screen transitions.
Yeah, extra mirror transition, a couple screen transitions.
Yeah. So I'm sure, yeah, the way Shin is doing is probably faster. It's definitely faster. But... at the same time, what if you find the Fire Rod and Swamp and all of a sudden you have a much easier Ice Palace clear?
That's true.
Or a Tempered Sword.
Mm-hmm. As they say.
Always a sword.
Yep.
In the video game.
Somewhere.
Somewhere. Just not in Agnes Cave or Front of Skull. Those
No,
don't exist to Gilgamesh.
I still don't have a sword.
Still don't have a sword. We're gonna get anything out of these dungeons? Oh, look.
How about some boots? Oh, actually, no. I get turbo hosed in this seed because I can't open TR when I go up the mountain.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh my gosh, that's incredible. I didn't think about that.
That's why I didn't play the Async this week.
You just knew.
Yeah.
You knew it was going to be cursed. For your playstyle, at least. That's really funny. Alright, well, when I start working on my WJV Plando, I'll keep that in mind.
Yep. You gotta make Skull what's a pendant, though, because if it was a crystal, I might do it, but I try to, I just avoid pendants, generally, if I can.
No, I mean, it's smart. I generally do, too. Like, if I got to Village of Outcasts and checked my map and saw 2 pendants, I'd be like, oh, come on.
Yep.
Bro.
And I would have also started Hype Cave, so I would have known that ahead of time.
Look at that diver down. A couple of diver downs.
Very nice.
No.
Swamp has not had anything yet, either.
Hey, we got a red boomerang.
We did, that's true.
I had to click a button, so...
We completed the collection.
Now I just gotta take it to a Great Fairy and have it upgraded.
Gold boomerang.
Gold boomerang. It's kind of the opposite order, though, right? It goes red, blue, black, silver, gold. That's the enemy progression in the new Zeldas, right?
Silver is the highest tier, right? Are there gold enemies?
There's gold enemies in Master Quest. Or Master Mode.
Okay.
In Breath of the Wild.
I never played the Master Mode.
I didn't either. I said I would, and then I didn't. I was like, alright, when they announce the next Zelda, I'll play Master Mode, and then I didn't.
The next Zelda?
Yeah, that's right. No, I was talking about the next 2D Zelda.
You can just play Master Mode of Tears of the Kingdom when it comes out.
Yeah. Sure. I forget, was Master Mode like a... That wasn't an additional thing in Breath of the Wild, was it? It came with the game, right?
No, I'm pretty sure that was part of the DLC Season Pass thing.
Oh, was it? Okay. I've never really been a fan of how Nintendo deals with hard mode quotations. Their quote-unquote hero mode for their Zelda titles are not great.
What if instead they just replaced every item with a heart piece?
No. No. I just know a couple of my playthroughs of Zelda remakes and newer Zeldas have been worse because I did hero mode instead. Like, I want to replay Link's Awakening remake because I did hero mode, and I died.
I did not like the hard
times.
mode in Link Between Worlds very much.
It's just like, hey, do you want to play a game where you're going to take a lot of damage because it's hard to avoid damage, but there's no hearts?
Right.
You either have to die, get a fairy, or get a potion. Like, nah. I'm good.
Alright, so Shin's gonna take a trip over to the Pyramid Fairy here, and then I would assume we'll finally pay a visit to Catfish afterwards.
Yeah, I'd say this would be the time to do that. There's really no other better time. But, I mean, here's the thing. We don't find anything from Pyramid Fairy. Will we see Shin go for the pod? Because you gotta be thinking pod's on your mind at this point still, right?
Yeah, that's true. I forgot that Shin has not been there yet.
Or you'd be freaking out about the back of Thieves Town still.
Right.
You're like, I know I left 3 items back there in Green Pendant.
It was just Smith's chain all along.
That's true. Bombs? Heart piece. Okay.
Oh.
Nice heart. Very nice Argus kill from our dubs. Our dubs, Argus.
Ooh, wait a second.
What? Are we getting some new lore? Alright, new info coming up with this catfish check.
I can't believe there was nothing in any of those dungeons.
I'd be feeling bad after doing both those dungeons and finding nothing. But yeah, it's either catfish or smith chain at this point. I think that's all we have left, right?
Spike Cave? No, Shin did Spike Cave, so yeah, I think so.
Alright. Barf. Oh, look at this. Ardub's going for a little quick detour. Forehead to Ice Palace. Might as well, since you're in the Dark World, I guess. $20.
Oh, wasn't that guy either. Alright, let's see what Shin.
Can only be one useful fish.
Gotta take this portal to here. This is Eastern Pod Play. That's what this has to be, right? Otherwise you wouldn't do this.
Right. Well, this is going to balance things out a little bit between the two runners.
Yeah. Maybe Shin will find something different in Eastern Pod. Who knows?
Maybe we'll see the Mimic Clip with that blue potion.
I mean, actually, that's... Ardubs did not do that, and there is the potential for one more item to be over there, I think, so...
The classic bow-locked bow? Shin in chat is saying, believe me, I was feeling terrible at this point.
Yep.
How can you feel terrible? It's just a video game.
Yeah, come on. Just
can't hurt you.
It's for fun.
You know, of all the times to really just, like, go for the wackiest, silliest plays without any fear of consequences, it's the Brew Crew Asyncs. It's the time to do it.
I mean, yeah, no one's gonna care. You're only gonna get ridiculed on comms a little bit. It's not that bad.
And only a little bit.
Yeah.
We're rooting for y'all.
Alright, well, we're gonna get a little, a recovering of tracks here from both runners, so I don't know. Maybe now's a good time to do the whole, hey, follow the runners thing.
That's a great idea.
Check them out. They're in the title of the stream.
You guys want to support Ardubs or Shin? Check out their channels, go watch them, go cheer them on while they do their rando shenanigans. You can click the Twitch links in chat. You can also hover over their names or maybe click their names in the title. A little pop-up will show up if you want to follow them. Appreciate it. Could also do the same for my co-com, Gilgamesh 501.
That's right. 501. None of those other guys.
Tell me about what you stream, usually.
I usually stream a Link to the Past randomizer.
Whoa.
Most of the time.
Sick.
Yeah, I play tournaments and stuff. So if you like watching it, add keys or cross keys, that's what I will be streaming mostly for the next month or so.
Oh, baby. Don't you also do cool restreams every now and then?
I do a restream. We do. We do Mr. Ed's Mystery Mayhem on Wednesday nights at 8 o'clock Eastern, where we take a random double forfeit mystery seed from ladder, and then Ed will race a member of the Link to the Past randomizer community against that, usually just for fun. Sometimes there's like a little side bet involved, like, you know, use a silly sprite next time you stream or something like that, but mostly just for fun. And then, yeah, try to see why people forfeited these mystery seeds. Usually it's pretty clear. Sometimes it's not, though. We actually had one a couple weeks ago between... I want to say it was TJ Maelstrom and DT, and I'm not sure why that one was double forfeited, because it was not very difficult.
You know, sometimes, somehow, some way, both runners make the same mistake and, like, skip something, and then just completely forget about it.
I believe it had an ice rod in the bridge chest of Skullwoods that I guess both runners could have, like, ignored forever, and then just decided to say, no thank you. But...
Yeah, I mean, it's really easy, especially for lengthy seeds, to just completely forget that you left behind locations. I know I've done it plenty of times. We've all experienced it to some degree.
Oh, yeah. But
we did pick up a shovel in the bow side of pod.
That is
something
exciting.
I mean, of any time to get a shovel, it'd be when you have nothing but smith chain left.
Smith chain, yeah, that is true.
It's the most convenient time. I can't wait for, like, smith chain to have a bow and then shovel to be the other bow.
Gross.
Now that would be funny. I've been doing a lot of the combo rando, the SMZ3 combo rando, which doesn't have progressive bows, but almost every time I find silvers first, and I'm like, I hate you for this
Hilarious.
game.
Hilarious game.
I'm kind of also done playing them for a bit, because until I can get starting boots, because it feels so off-putting or unbalanced when...
Oh, they don't let you do starting items?
No. Not yet, as far as I know. But like, Super Metroid, you can always run. You don't have speed booster, but you can always run.
Right.
Link to the Past is just walking everywhere. And for how long those seats can go, especially because I do Key Sanity, it a little tiresome after a while.
I can imagine.
It's Coldster fight a little out of hand for Ardubs. Does have red mail. Does have that cape handy.
Bunch of hearts.
Bunch of hearts. Should be fine. I'm not worried. Can take a couple more Coldster smooches. Goes down one of them. And there's a very high possibility that both runners are gonna
just converge on Smith Chain at the same time.
Yeah. Okay, this song is just Golden Sun. It just sounds like Golden Sun music.
He has a very distinct style for a lot of his music. Usually it involves too many instruments at the same time.
It's not a bad thing.
It can be good, but there are some times where it gets a little cacophonous.
Mm-hmm. Now, if you just took these songs and then also overlaid Space Jam on them...
Tell me more.
Then it'd be perfect. The perfect cacophony.
Oh, magnet. Nice.
So what is Ardubs not done that Sam has done or Shin has done?
Pyramid Fairy.
Right. But skipping Pyramid Fairy looks like.
Yeah,
maybe Rush Smith
it's gonna
Chain?
work out for them. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what else you would be coming over here for. And Shin has not done the back cube sound yet either, keep in mind.
Yeah.
So there's that as well.
I would anticipate Shin doing Smith first at this point.
Yes, I agree.
Because it's kind of one of those, like, if my answer's in the back of Thieves, it's going to be the last thing I do.
Yep. I believe Ardubs has also not done Spike Cave.
I believe so as well.
So, Shin has been a little more thorough with things. Ardubs has left a couple sort of out of the way checks.
What are we going to get? Are we going to get the flute? That'd be my guess at this point.
Yeah, flute seems likely. I mean, Fire Rod's the comedy option, but... Yep. Okay, well, there you go.
There's the funny.
Imagine checking hammer pegs.
That's the thing is, imagine you sequence break up the mountain before even going into the Dark World.
Yeah.
That would have been...
Yeah, you'd probably be in pretty good shape here.
That'd be kind of nuts. That'd be a nutty play to do. But I could see myself, especially, you go to Hype Cave, you get your dungeon info, you see pendants on the west side.
Yeah, I could see it for sure.
You do your Hype Cave up to Catfish, and then just go Rush Mountain. Because then it would be in logic.
Yeah.
Oh, Ardub's skipping Purple Chest?
Interesting.
Okay.
Well, I mean, so...
Shit is going into Thieves Town.
Shin, you're a maniac.
Interesting play to do this before. Because you could at least do, like, hammer pegs and turn into Smith.
I am kind of surprised that Ardubs is going ahead and checking Pyramid Fairy here now, too. I think I take that Fire Rod and just go right up to TR.
Yeah, it's a tough call. Because, I mean, there's what? 5 items in TR, minus the hookshot we already got, and then Mimic Cave, so there's still 5 items in there.
Yeah. I mean, you know our bow or food's just sitting on Laser Bridge, right?
I wonder how many items we got in... Yeah, probably. Bow on Laser Bridge, easy call. We got the sword. I don't remember what else we got in Skullwoods.
I don't know if we saw the second item. We might have. It was nothing important. I think it was a bottle, actually. Right? No, bottle was in the back of Beanstown.
Sword and shield.
Sword and shield. Yeah. How about that?
I remember those games that I never played. So, I mean, clearly, Flute's just could be on a pedestal, right?
Hmm? No problem.
No problem. All right, now it's mountain time.
What if Book is on pedestal and then Flute's on Tableau?
There's no way this seat's gonna be that bad. I refuse to believe. It's not possible.
Well, our nub's heading up the mountain here. Is this gonna be straight to TR, I think?
Maybe Spike Cave into TR?
Maybe.
Nope.
Oh, almost got by that guy.
Oh, you don't want to hear the cool song? It's got a cool song.
No.
You can hear the lawn molas are coming back. If you don't hear me at all, it's
the land molas?
The lawn molas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just fire a couple arrows at them.
I need to remember to stop doing restreams on Fridays because that's when lawn care shows up. But usually they start around noon, so they'd be done by now.
No, they knew. They follow Willow J. Bradley on Twitter, and they're like,
they saw the tweet.
Let's go. Yeah.
The classic Samaria platform spin attack. I mean, what else are you gonna do? You just gotta spin in circles. I'm still wondering where our other swords are, since you don't have one yet.
This song is what I'm talking about. Where, well, this part is a little calmer, but it was just like, let's just throw as much as we can and see what happens.
B.
This is the hole-in-one song, right? I think.
Yeah. Where's the birdie putt song? I want to hear that.
Is there a Mario Golf MSU? There's got to be, right?
There is, yes.
Okay.
I have it. I haven't used it yet. I don't think, but I have it. I'll throw it up in Foo Bar and listen to it sometime. I use some of the songs as like night starting soon music.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, you probably just want to get Bow. You probably just want to get Ether too, just so you don't have
all
to
the items.
Worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, so Ether and Flute could both be in pretty bad.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, we've done a pretty good job of full clearing at this point, so there's really not a ton of places that they could be.
You just don't want to see the book ever.
I know Shin definitely doesn't want to see the book ever.
Book bad.
But we are going to get a purple chest check from Shin here, so this is new information.
Are we?
I guess I don't know that for sure.
Can you see the future?
For some reason, I had thought he already turned into Smith.
Oh, nice vanilla big key. Okay.
All right, we're going to see the purple chest here from Shin.
You know, because the shovel. The shovel!
The shovel, yeah, and K45 too. We haven't checked that yet.
Oh yeah, we haven't seen that at all yet, right?
Nope.
No, we saw it.
Did we?
Because we had the mirror when we were over in the Village of
Oh, I
Outcasts.
guess we did. Yeah, we had the mirror super early.
Yeah.
But that shovel, though.
That shovel, though. You gotta see what was bow locked.
Maybe it's a bow.
Maybe it's a bow. This is when it's like, why is Potion Glitch allowed? But Specky Clip isn't. Oh my god!
Oh, Shin loves it!
Oh no.
I mean, you're not chasing that, right?
You don't,
Without a
no.
bow? No way.
I mean, you might go ahead and do Bombo's Tablet since you're next to it, but...
Yeah.
This is the case where it's like, hey, nice half magic. Where it's like, boy, I sure do hate progressive bows in this very particular situation. Oh, wow. The purple chest flute.
Ooh. Well, I mean...
Well, now you're absolutely not
Meyer,
checking...
Right?
Now you would never check bombos. Well, it could be Ether for Meyer.
Yeah.
So...
Oh, hey, I just got a notification on my iPad.
Oh.
From Willa J. Bradley's YouTube channel. Legend of Zelda, but it's Doom. That went up like a couple days ago. Thanks,
yeah,
iPad.
what the heck? I mean, that's interesting. Why would it tell you now?
My iPad is about 10 years old, and it has a difficult time these days.
Yeah, that would do it. And that video just needs 4 more views, and it'll be at 800. That's pretty sick.
Have to give it a couple more.
So, man, that's when is Ardub's gonna go back for Purple Chest?
That's a real rough one.
I mean, after TR, I mean, at this point, TR might just not have anything.
It's true, but the thing is, R-Dubs has a lot of random... Well, it's not a lot, but a couple random one-offs, like Spike Cave and Purple Chest. And,
just go kill Moth and pull Ped.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Moth is on the table too, which doesn't have an item in the back, but... Wow, nothing on Laser Bridge.
Modding the game so that dark rooms are completely impassable without lamp. I like it.
Alright, Shin's gonna go turn his green pendant first.
Yeah, I could see this because it's kind of one of those like I committed to it. I need to just know.
Yeah, it's pretty quick with the flute to just flute over here quick before going into Meyer and checking your Meyer stuff. And at this point, it just seems like there's probably just gonna wait. Oh, this is interesting.
Just gonna go do TR anyway?
Yep, checking what the Meyer medallion is? This seems suspect, I would say.
Shin, what are you doing? Oof, that's so much ice on the ground.
That's a lot of ice.
Try's kind of giving Ardubs the business here. I did this first because it's fast Ganon. Ah, that makes sense. That actually makes sense.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, alright.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
It's fine. I still think I would have checked the Meyer medallion first.
You know, I'm gonna be honest, I kind of forgot that was a...
I did too, but I didn't want to tell Shin that I forgot.
I should have changed the name to Open Boots Fast. Just threw fast in there somewhere. Yeah, since it's fast scan, it doesn't really matter the order too much.
I mean, you could potentially save yourself checking Laser Bridge if you did a Meyer Peak first, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we still need to find a bow. There could still be a bow here.
Save yourself doing Mimic Cave. Well, yeah, but I mean, if you go to Meyer area, you see it's Bombos, and then there's just a bow in Meyer Shed, then you can save a little bit of time in TR.
That's a lot of hypotheticals there, Gilgamesh.
I'm just saying, there's not that many spots left on the board here.
That's true. Come on, Ped bow.
Also, we want another sword, right?
It's true. But you know I
want a single sword.
No, you don't get a sword.
I mean,
you would have.
It certainly doesn't seem like it.
You would have, in your playthrough, you would have dipped. You would have ended up dipping Swamp. Well, you probably would you have dipped front of Skull or Agnes Cape before dipping Swamp though? Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Probably. Let's be real.
I know, but
no one's that crazy.
Who can say? What is R-Dub gonna do here?
I really don't think doing TR now or later really
It's not as big of a difference as I was thinking initially. But I do think you potentially get a little more value if you just check Meyer first real quick.
I mean, if you check Meyer, you're just going to go ahead and do it if you have access to it then?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, and that's also true. Like, a go mode TR is not too different from a full clear. Except for, like, maybe Mimic Cave. And especially because this one had a vanilla big key, so... You're doing pretty much all of it anyway.
You could have potentially found a sword down there to make the Trinex fight a little faster.
We are going to see the ped pull on Ardub's side.
Oh,
maybe. Maybe it'll be a sword.
Maybe it'll be an ether. Who knows?
We don't know. There's still... Because, I mean, let's see. We have, what? Meyer Shed, a checkerboard. There's 3 checks. Meyer has 2 items. Desert has 2 items.
Right.
It's still a pretty handful. Bunch of checks away. Obviously, worst case scenario is we need ether, and ether ends up being book locked or something on. Ends up being vanilla or something stupid. I doubt that'll happen, but it could. It could.
I am actually beginning to think we are not going to get a 3rd sword in this seed.
Probably not.
Or silvers. This is smelling like a Master Sword Silverless Ganon fight.
Oh, I can't wait to see those Canis Maria coming out for Ganon. Gotta love the half magic.
You definitely don't hate to see that there, for sure. Like, it's a very nice safety to have. Wow, Della shield.
I forgot to mark the shields. Ah, I'm such a bad tracker. Bob kind of being a little pain in the butt. But he did.
We got him.
Let's see that ped pull. Ardubs wins because he got Mirror Shield in the vanilla chest. That's true. I didn't know we were that was the main goal of this seed.
It's a vanilla. It's a shield goal, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. It's this. I gotta say, this is gonna be 3 bombs.
2 bananas. To go with the
Super
DKC MSU pack that
Super missile upgrade.
Yeah,
Yeah, we did it!
3 bombs! I mean, Front of Skull had a sword. Moldorm had mitts. The only bad one was Thieves Town, which is funny because it was the green pendant.
I know.
And given the way the seeds played out, that's a tough call to skip out on green pendant Thieves Town entirely. So
the good news is that I think R-Dubs is just going to do purple chest here next because these are already in the area, which makes sense. So
and literally has nothing else that they can do. I don't think.
Spike Cave.
Did Ardubs? I thought Ardubs did Spike Cave after TR.
Did they? Maybe they did. Right.
That'd be the only time you do it. Let's see if Shin has a little bit better of a fight here. Miss. Draw.
Oh, I forgot to switch.
At least avoiding all the ice.
Boy, good thing she got that fast, half magic, huh?
Yeah. And the worst thing about purple chest being fluid is then it's like, I gotta go all the way back to Kakariko.
Yep.
I was just there.
And we're suddenly kind of all tied up again, huh?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, actually, R-Dubs never checked the shovel because R-Dubs doesn't have a shovel, I suppose. That's probably why.
So we're gonna probably save time not having to do that.
Yeah. You think Shin goes and checks Ether Tablet while he's up here?
That's a tough call.
I mean, you never want to come up here again, right?
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna go with a hard no.
I might do it. Nope. Okay.
Nope. The chance of it actually being like
a hard bow locked bow is I mean it's pretty low, but
it would be really funny. All right, let's see.
I mean, we still don't know if we need either, so.
And survey says no, double bombos.
All right, and our dubs heading into Myra at the same exact time.
So yeah, we're just in bow mode. Is it under the doormat? Of course it is.
Wow! Imagine if you just went to Meyer first, checked Meyer Shed and the Meyer Medallion, and then
are you sure you didn't play the seed already and just didn't post your time?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Hindsight, all that stuff, of course. What's worse is Ardubs is not going to grab that bow first.
I know, that is actually kind of a bummer here.
Yeah, I'm going to end up full clearing the dungeon.
Unless the other bow's just in Meyer.
I mean, that would be
But
great.
then Shin has silvers for a Master Sword Ganon fight.
Yeah, and that's the other thing is that, I'm sure both these runners are hoping to find silvers and a tempered sword, because...
Yeah. Ain't no one wants to do that.
Nope. It's not very fun. That's a lot of spins you gotta do.
Now this song is a banger.
I gotta say, it's really cool after all this to have both runners in the same dungeon again.
Oh, yeah. There's been a lot of that divergence and then coming back together again over the course of the seed.
It's also been crazy just in general watching, because I tend to check race time all the time, just seeing results and stuff, and seeing so many races come down to like a minute, less than a minute.
There's been a lot of really close
that
races
happen?
in the current tournaments.
Well, let's see what we can find in here. I mean, if you're Shin right now, are you you're in go mode, right? You don't worry about anything else. You just suffer through the Master Sword.
If you happen to find a sword along the way while you're checking for big keys, great. But if not, you just do it. You got 2 bottles. You have half magic. It's slow, but it's not that bad.
There are definitely worse fights to do low percent than Master.
I'd rather do that than like Fire Sword Vidi.
Yeah, or Hammer Vidi.
Yeah. Yeah, see, this is where it's unfortunate for our dubs, because our dubs gets the big key, but still needs to try to find a bow.
Yeah, the not checking Meyer Shed is an unfortunate choice.
Maybe Shin will forget it's fast Ganon and we'll go up to GT.
We can only hope. And then he's like, "Oh, right, I don't have to do this," and then checks Ether Tablet while they're up there. There's one thing I've learned is that Shin can't spooky.
Oh, I think you got it. Did he? I didn't hear the. Maybe I didn't.
I did not hear it. So.
No. Okay.
Oh, that's the worst when you get a small key in the vanilla big key chest.
Mm-hmm.
I've had so many seeds where it's like super late game, more or less. Like this is still a pretty okay time to be this far in, but like it's like okay, I'm just gonna cut one corner right towards the end, and then that bites you in the ass.
Yeah, I mean for what is essentially a full clear seed, this isn't too bad, but yeah, I mean for an open boot seed, if I'm pushing 90 minutes and I'm not in GT, I'm definitely not feeling super great about it.
Yeah. Oh, we slashing over here. Oh, I could not have just ended a bow. Come on, Mire. Be funny. Do funny stuff.
That would have been really funny if there was a bow over here, because then neither player gets the opposite both.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'd still check Mire's Shed looking for a sword anyway. It's such a quick check.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah, now Ardub's not only going to be eating some time full clearing Mire, but also going to have a slower fight.
Mm-hmm.
Check Mire's Shed before Mirror into Desert 100% for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah, no doubt.
Checkerboard, you might wait until you've done both Desert and Mire if you still haven't found what you're looking for.
I think you hold off there.
Or even just skip it entirely.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm Shin, I'm not checking Checkerboard, obviously.
Oh man, we still have to go back and beat Eastern Pod, too.
We do.
Good thing we have all the items for them. We just have to go beat the boss.
Good thing.
Too bad we don't have something like Majora's Mask Rando. Or Majora's Mask in general, where you can just warp to the boss.
Oh, yeah.
But that's obviously, after you've already beaten the boss.
I was going to say, yeah, that only works
here. But... No. See? Here's how it works. Because, the crystals and pendants are all shuffled. We have the green pendant. You step into Eastern, it warps you straight to the boss.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That is actually a thing you can do in the combo rando.
Really?
If you have the remains for a Majora's Mask dungeon already, if you got it from another dungeon, then
it lets you go right there.
Yeah, you can warp straight to the boss. It's kind of neat. It does make those dungeons really quick if you want to just never do them.
Right. Well, if you're in Go mode or whatever.
Yeah, if you're in Go mode, it's kind of.
I don't know. Does Go mode exist in combo rando?
Nah, maybe. Too bad Zooter doesn't have that too. I guess you could turn on the thing that turns all the shortcuts on for dungeons. So all the Poes are defeated in Forest Temple. The Pillar's already down in Fire Temple, stuff like that. Nice video fight from Ardubs.
Shin, please.
Bad Lamola's fight from Shin. Okay. Easy 2-cycle. I don't think we're getting swords.
Oh no! Oh no, Ardubs!
Is this a oopsie poopsie?
I don't know.
Not exactly. Okay. Because I know it's really easy to be like, oh yeah, I did Mire's Shed before Mire.
Right.
And then you just go on to the next dungeon. But also at the same time, it's like, I want to skip Overworld when I have clearable dungeons.
Yeah, but it's such a low-cost check to make.
Yeah. Ardubs, what's less mirror warps, assuming I have to do Mire and Shed and Mimic Ledge was my thought process. That's fair. Mirror warps are kind of slow. But I'm assuming after Desert's done, then he'll go back and do that and probably bail on Checkerboard. It's too bad I don't have the spoiler log. I'd love to see where the swords were.
They just have to be in GT at this point, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I'll fire up the seed and just clip into GT and find out.
You know me, I don't know how to do that anymore. I'm washed up. Yeah, it's just unfortunate when the one thing you skip at the end of the seed has that thing you need that would have saved you a little time. It happens. I just can't wait to see this mastered solos from both runners.
It's gonna be great.
I'm excited. This is kind of a hard seed not to last locate. A lot of bait with the pendant dungeons. I still can't believe Swamp and Ice and Pyramid Fairy were all junk.
And Pod and Eastern.
And Pod and Eastern. Ugh.
And TR, honest. Oh, I guess TR had the hook shot.
Like, that's rough.
Yeah, just skip all the dungeons except for the pendant ones.
So wait, Skull had a sword.
Skull had a sword.
Para had
your mitts. Thieves had nothing.
And TR had hook shot.
And I think that's it.
Interesting. I feel like it wasn't too long ago. In fact, I think it was like almost 90 minutes ago, give or take, when we were talking about how crummy the overworld was.
Yeah, because Kakariko had nothing.
But then it showed up. It finally showed up. I know I've been in a situation racing rando where it's like you spend a bunch of time doing overworld, it has nothing. You finally switch to just doing dungeons. Still nothing. Because it was actually in that other overworld stuff that you decided to skip.
The ones that you decided not to do, yeah.
That's when you know it's just, some days it's just not your day for playing rando.
Arno's getting that bow now.
The song's scary, I don't like it. Oh, we're gonna see Checkerboard Cave. Show me the funny.
Oh, okay.
Of course.
Well, way to ruin our fun game.
Man, I'm mad.
I'm kind of mad too. I really want to see the...
Get out of here. See, and this is why progressive bows are bad. Everybody knows that. Everyone.
Everyone does, it's true.
Everyone knows that. No one would argue against that.
No, I don't think so. That's why we have non-progressive bows everywhere.
Yeah. That's why that's the norm. Well, I guess we still...
Are we just going to get a sword on Armos now, too? Is that...
Nah, there's no way. It might happen, actually. Because I think Compass was in the big key chest.
I think so, yeah.
My favorite part of SMZ3 is playing SM. And not playing Link to the Past. Oh, I guess, yeah. Have to go do right side to get a small key for Ardobs.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, if Armos has a sword, I would guffaw, in fact. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. But yeah, a scale of 1 to 10, how stinky was this seed?
I don't know. Probably like a 7, 6 or 7, maybe.
I think it could have been worse.
Yeah, it's not. I have seen far worse seeds than this, for sure. But there was some icky stuff like that flute on purple chest.
That's not that icky. Just do purple.
It's not that bad. Yeah, we did have mirror, so there's really no excuse to not do Smith Chain immediately after getting access to it.
I think just Swamp, Ice, Pod, Eastern all having junk.
Yeah. Especially when you had incentive to just do your dungeons at that point, and then they just had nothing.
Well, here's 7 crystals. Let's go face off against Zven.
All right, get your numbers in chat. Guessing the GTP King.
There's 7. All right, this mode is going to be coming up in the Brew Crew Invitational, so if you enjoyed it, stay tuned for more. We're also playing Lemmings 2.
Lemmings 2 Link to the Past combo random?
Yep. Every chest you open gets you a lemming. Unless it's a bad chest, then it eats your lemmings. Alright, Shin, get that Samaria out for me.
Yeah, let's see it.
Come on! Don't
Definitely going
disappoint
to
me.
be some Aria strats here and not use the cape.
Gilgamesh, turn this off. I don't want to look at this.
Avert your eyes.
At least getting some nice patterns. Ardubs takes down Helma, gets the silvers. Every chest you open gets you muted on Twitch. Now that's the Lemons experience. Yeah, the fanfares and Link to the Past have all been swapped out for popular songs of the decade.
That sounds like a Wizrobe MSU.
The SM item fanfare, like the vanilla one, that takes forever. I'm pretty sure you mean the ease fanfare. Thank you. They're the same thing, pretty much.
Wow, Shin already popping that potion.
Sometimes you gotta have a good sip, you know, before you do some more spins. You'd assume it'd be a potion that reduces your dizziness levels, because all them spinning,
Right.
you know?
Yeah, for real. Yeah, they should do that. Make it so you have ice physics if you spin too many times in a row.
Reverts your controls.
Oh! Okay.
Me. That was a from downtown silver arrow there. Alright, there's one. Toohoo! Should be able to get the last two. Nope, a little low on that one. Dude, that fire rod shot on the bottom torches is always so awkward because you're like, I don't want to fall down the hole.
I know. Well, basically a perfect game fight from Shin. GG's.
Yeah, I would showcase that in like a mentor tourney kind of situation.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Get your GGs in chat for Shin. Very nice time. For a 7 out of 10 stink level seed. Alright, we do have Ardub's audio as well. We got monkey music.
Ooh.
That's why there were 2 bananas on the bed.
Plus, we get to hear the pedestal music.
Yeah. Monkey. Alright,
It's just the regular music.
I want to see... yeah, I don't think this pack... If this is still the same pack...
Yeah, this
It's been
is
around
not an
forever.
extended one, I don't think.
I think this is the one that Fantalis made forever ago. I need to grab the Tropical Freeze MSU pack again.
Some
That
good
one's
tunes
good.
in that game.
Yeah. And add some Space Jam to it.
Whoa, what's going on?
Shin has been disqualified for fast forwarding.
Getting some Aria strat on again.
Oh, was it cross product? That might be right. Oh yeah, because Cross like put in like monkey sound effects during the opening credits. I'm gonna grab a blue potion. That's pretty smart.
Yeah.
Some good knowledge.
Yeah. Good remembering, because I don't even know if I would remember that.
Turn that monkey up. Bum, bum. Such a good song.
Oh no!
He's
That's always
facing
the
you.
worst. It's always the worst when that happens. I guess in this case it's not as bad.
I think
but
it kind of
when you're
worked
trying
out because then maybe the Trident spin wasn't as because it reverses what side the Trident spins on, right?
Right, yeah, yeah.
So maybe it wasn't that big of a deal.
That's not a Samaria.
That's okay. Samaria in
fine.
this phase is kind of stinky.
Honestly, I can't talk about people not using Samaria strats in game, 'cause I don't do it either. So.
You don't do it? Oh, it's so fun. I love it.
I don't even need it. I just, you know.
You wouldn't even have a Master Sword at this point anyway, so.
I'd be trying to do hammer strats.
I think it's definitely a good trick to have up your sleeve. Does speed
Yeah,
up.
I should probably put some time in to learn it. I know how it works theoretically. I've just never actually tried to put it into practice.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, what Shin says in chat is basically where I was like, yeah, I could do it, but I'm also like pretty competent at Master Sword again, and even without it, so it's not a huge deal.
It's a torch glitch. Gonna be able to conserve that magic. It was for
This is the hardest part of the Master Sword Silver's Ganon fight, is remembering that you have silvers. You're always ready to do swordless or silverless spins. The time just gets thrown off.
Yeah, the knockback from the spin is so confusing. It throws you off sometimes. So you always miss like your doubles, or even sometimes if you're late, you miss the entire silver arrow entirely because you get sent back, or there's a fire bat that comes out.
Hey, GG's to R-dubs.
Yeah. Job to both runners. You know what it's time for? It's time to read their comments about the seed from the Discord.
I'm sure they all have nice things to say.
Alright, let's start with Shin first. Shin says, bleh. I think the thing I hated most was correctly skipping Pendant Thieves for the first time. Because I hate it. Especially when it's green Pendant Thieves. And then ended up doing it anyway. Just in case. When I did Smith Chain and everything in Pendant Thieves plus GP was total bait, like it always is. Pendant Thieves is the worst. Getting a whole essay here. There's a jet in here if you sequence Rig Mountain, do Pendant Hera for Lord knows what reason when you have all of Dark World available for you, and do Smith Chain your first Dark World trip. Ardub says, thought I played reasonably well at the beginning, but last locating flute felt bad. Was fully expecting Fire Rod to be first chested TR instead of Hookshot. Seed was really sparse on items early. Wasted time with pull and ped, had a sloppy Ganon fight. Overall, didn't feel great about this one. I thought you did great.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think it was just not getting that bow before going into Myri. I mean, you save a ton of time if you do that.
Yeah, it's that and the skipping purple chest.
Yeah.
Just the two late game skips kind of, you just happen to skip the worst possible things. But, yeah, y'all did great. Thank you so much for playing and letting me restream you. Gilgamesh, thank you so much for hopping in and doing some comms. It was a pleasure.
Anytime. Maybe I'll actually run the Async this week.
If you don't, I swear, this next
I haven't
Async,
done it in like 4 weeks. So
it's fine. It's okay. Okay, I forgive you. It's okay. Whatever. Okay.
Okay. What are we doing this week, though?
It's a return of the Friendly Mystery.
Oh, I do enjoy mystery.
Some might consider to be an oxymoron, but I swear this one's gonna be good. I promise.
Swordless, here we go.
It's a 5% chance. There's no way.
Swordless all dungeons. I'm ready for it.
Yeah, there's no way. But yeah, Friendly Mystery for Async 22. That is live on the spreadsheet right now. And if you're interested in playing these, make sure to hop on over in the Discord. Hop down the Brew Crew Async forum channel. You can find all the information you need there about getting going, playing some rando, and potentially being on the next restream, which all skill levels are welcome. Be sure to come on down, play some Zelda, and we will see you in the next one. Thanks again, Gilgamesh. Hope you have a good
thank you.
rest of your day.
Thank you for having me. Thanks everyone for watching.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
the rest of your stream.
Yes. Goodbye, everyone. Monkey.